Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Mike and welcome back for the 4th episode of the Mike's World Minecraft Let's Play series. Today I'm very excited about what we're going to do because we are going to go to the Nether. And this is always a very exciting thing to do for the first time in a new world. I can remember the first time I did so, the first time playing Minecraft, and I was like so afraid of going to the Nether because it's a very dangerous place and you can die very easily. So we're going to have to be careful today as well. It's never safe to go there, and especially at the beginning of the game when you don't have that much gear yet and that much stuff, it can be a very dangerous endeavor indeed. So we're just gonna try and make the best of it. But first we're gonna make some preparations. I also wanted to show you a couple of the improvements that I made around the house. I planted a little bit of sugarcane, for example, along the water side, so we can get paper in the future for our enchanting setup. And I tried to make the house look a little bit better. So I replaced a couple of planks with oak logs, which I then stripped, so it doesn't look all that bland. And I added oak trapdoors along the bottom of the pillars everywhere. And on the inside, I added a little bit of storage with these barrels. They look like cupboards a little bit, so I like the look of this. And also the kitchen area has been improved quite a bit by adding cupboards and a counter to work on, a big bowl of water over here. And I added a blast furnace so we can actually smelt stuff a lot faster as well. And around the bed, I just placed a little bit of carpet. And above the bed, you can see the first wooden pickaxe that we created in the world, the first wooden axe that we created, and the first diamond that we collected. So it's starting to look quite nice, if you ask me. But now, to prepare for the Nether. Before we leave for the Nether, I first want to take a little bit of food with me. I already fed these guys quite a bit, so we got quite a lot of meat already. But it's never a bad idea to stop here on the way to the Nether to get more than enough food so we will not run out in there. So first things first, what we will need to do before we can actually go to the Nether is create a diamond pickaxe. This is not mandatory. You can create a Nether portal in a lot of different ways, but this is the easiest one if you ask me. So I'm going to create a diamond pickaxe, and with that we will be gathering a little bit of obsidian in a bit. So that's the first step for going to the Nether. Also, we're going to need a flint and steel. So let's create one of those. There we go. This is what we will need to light up the portal once we have created it. Also, I want to take with me a stack of cobblestone, which I will show you what we will need this for in the future. And also a stack of torches, a little bit of coal and sticks. Always take wood with you, like we learned in a couple of episodes before. And I want to leave everything that I will not be needing behind. Because if we die in the Nether, and we might die actually, it's a dangerous place like I said before. We could actually drop in lava then, and then we have lost everything that we have on us. So I think I will leave the diamond pickaxe behind as well. Just need that to create a portal first. So I think we have everything we need for now. Gonna go and get a little bit of obsidian, and once we have that, I'm going to create the portal. So, and this is where the lava lakes on the surface come in handy, because we have created a huge patch of obsidian with that. So I'm going to drop down a little bit of water first. And I do this because if there is lava beneath this, which is a possibility, then the obsidian won't burn up. And that would be a waste, because we are going to need quite a little bit of it. Not this entire field, luckily. And it takes a long time to mine. Ah, there we go. There we have the first piece of obsidian. Now we go for the second one. If the mouse won't flip out again. Here we go. Number 2. So, if you thought putting the cows in the cow crusher took a lot of time, then guess again. Hacking away obsidian is such a horrible thing to do. It takes... Oh, wow! There we go. This was exactly why I put down the water source. And I actually still end up almost burning up. So that was really smart of me. Okay, but like I was saying... If you thought it was taking long to put the cows in the cow crusher, then guess again, hacking away obsidian takes a lot longer. Wow, this is boring. It just takes a long time, even with a diamond pickaxe, which is very fast normally. It takes forever. And I'm going to need 10 pieces for the portal, and I want to take a couple of extra pieces with me for something that we will be building in the future. So I'm just going to keep going at it, and once we're done, I'm going to run off to a spot where we can put down the portal. So I decided it would be cool to put the portal in the cave that we first found, right beside the house. And it's just far enough so you won't hear the portal in the house, which is a good thing if you ask me, because it makes a rather annoying noise. But I think this is a good place to create our portal. I already set down the pieces of obsidian. So like you can see, you will always need a minimum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces. 10 pieces of obsidian. I have 13 spare. I'll need 3 for something else, and I have the 10 extra with me so we could build another portal someday. But first, let's activate the portal. Then you can hear what I was talking about with the annoying noise. There we go. There. Not really a noise I would like to have close to my house. So that's why I thought it was a good idea to actually place it a little bit away from the house. I'm going to create a chest over here. And in the chest I will put the things that we do not want to take with us. So there we go. We are not going to take the diamond pickaxe with us. We are going to take the stack of cobblestone with us. We do not need a hoe. We don't need an iron pickaxe that's almost broken. I'm leaving the iron shovel behind. That's almost broken as well. The sword can come with us. Shears will not be needed. Well, no, I'm going to take the shears just in case. An iron pickaxe is fine. A bed, don't need a bed, because if you use a bed in the nether, it will actually explode. So don't do that. It will not end well. Don't need a compass in there for now. Buckets of water don't work. If you try to use a bucket of water in the nether, it will just evaporate instantly, so you have no use for that as well. And I think we have everything we need then. So, always an exciting moment. First time that we're going into the nether. Wish me luck. We could have a really horrible spawn point. I've seen it all. I've had spawn points above a huge lava lake, for example, with no ground around me. So I needed to create a small bridge to get somewhere else. But I've also been spawned miles underground, and I needed to hack my way out of there. But I've also had spawn points almost on top of a nether fortress. So let's see. I hope we're going to be lucky. It's turning into night now, so let's get in there quickly. Wow, we actually spawned into one of the newer biomes. This is really cool. We can take a lot of wood with us straight away. Really nice. Okay, looks like we're quite safe for the moment. Yeah, gonna take a little bit of this. Here we go. Ah, cool. And I don't remember the name of this creature, but it's a creature that once we get a saddle, we can ride through the lava with it. That's really nice. So, probably gonna be trying that out in the future too. Let's take a couple mushrooms with us. Oops, here an enderman. You'll find those a lot more in the nether than in the overworld as well, which is not actually a big problem. We're going to need them. Like I said before, going to need to collect quite a lot of ender pearls to get to the ender dragon. So let's see. Oh, wow, he's traveling up the lava pillar. Ah, there we go. Quartz. Gonna need a bit of that. See gold up there as well. But I don't think I'm going to pillar up there. If we fall, that would be probably very lethal. So first gonna take a couple of these light sources with us too. Great. Ah, that was the first ghast. Gonna try and stay out of his eyesight. Don't want any fireballs flying at me. But I can absolutely say that this is not the worst spawn point in the Nether that I have ever witnessed. So really happy about that. Take a couple of resources with me and then explore a little bit. Ah, great, here's quartz. Really was hoping to find a bit of that before returning to the overworld. You can do a lot of nice things with this. Maybe it's a good idea to use this for an automated sugarcane farm. Let's just create a stairway. Ah, Enderman. There he is. Not gonna look him in the eye. Have no interest whatsoever in fighting him now. And need to be careful for the inhabitants of the world. So far it seems to be rather deserted yet, but never know what's gonna be behind any corner in the Nether. So there's quite a lot of lava around us, which is obviously something that you see a lot in the Nether. And over there, there's the first ghast. Let's try to stay away from him. I'm trying to find a way to get to a couple of the other islands around us without risking dying in the lava, which could very easily happen. I'm starting to doubt if this was actually such a good spot to spawn in, because it's like a big island in the middle of a huge lava lake and not really an easy way to get off. So this is probably going to be quite dangerous to get to one of the other islands. Maybe I do have to pillar up there. Not 100% sure what the best way to go is. I'm gonna try and find a spot that's closest to hopefully the mainland, because if that's another small island then we haven't actually won anything. But let me just see if I can find a nice spot to create a bridge. And after that, let's hope and pray that we make it to the other side. Something I forgot in my enthusiasm is that I always want to create a little bit of a box around the portal, so ghasts like the one we saw earlier won't blast our portal to shreds, and we will not be able to exit the Nether again. So I always like to do this, create a bit of a box around the portal so it cannot be destroyed so easily. And once we've done that, I will try to make a bridge to the other side over there, because this seems to be the closest that we are to a different piece of the Nether. So let me finish this up and then we'll bridge to the other side. So I feel a lot safer now that is boxed in. So not gonna feel all that safe in a moment, because now I'm going to bridge to the other side, and I think it's the best spot to do that over here. And I want to get as low as possible so that if I fall into the lava, that I can actually try to jump out again. So here we go, and I'm going to make it too wide so we will not fall in as easily. Oh, that's it. Okay, ran out of... Yeah, I ran out of cobblestone already. That's not very good. You know what? I'm going to run back to the house, grab another stack, because we're going to need quite a bit to get to the other side as well. And I don't really want to do this with dirt, because the second that a ghast sees us and blasts at the dirt is gone. So then we will have a problem getting back to the other side. So first going to get another stack of cobblestone, and then we're going to go back into the nether. Okay, have little over a stack with me again, and I think I'm going to drop the idea to build it too wide for now, because otherwise I might not make it to the other side. But still, I'm pressing down shift as hard as I can, because I do not want to fall in lava here. And I'm trying to listen if I can hear any ghasts, because if they are close by, then it's probably a good idea to first find shelter. Because I do not want them to blast me straight off of this little bridge that I'm building. We're almost there. Wow, there are a lot of endermen over here. This is always very unnerving. Huge lake of lava. Are we almost there? Yeah, probably just gonna build a little bit of a stairway here. And I absolutely want to create something that's a little safer in the future. But for now this is going to have to do. And always be very, very patient when doing this. Because one mistake will cost you everything you have on you. So there we go. We safely made it to the other side. And still need to be very careful for any inhabitants of the Nether, because they are not all friendly, I can tell you. Also not a bad idea to keep a good idea of where you came from, because in the Nether everything looks the same, and if you get turned around then you will probably not be able to find your way back. And also take a good look at the floor. Everywhere where you walk, there could be a pit, and if you fall in it, like you can see, there's lava all over the Nether. So you might as well end up falling through a hole straight down, and you will not be able to recover from it. So it doesn't really seem like we got into an area that's too big, or where we can get to a different type of biome. I was really hoping we could explore a little bit, so we could maybe able to find a nether fortress. That would have been awesome if we would have already spotted one of those. But it's going to be a difficult endeavor to actually explore the Nether, I'm afraid. It's not going to be easy, flat and open like I've seen in the past. And that's probably because of the wow. That's precisely the kind of thing that you do not want to do. Don't start running around and don't become impatient. Like you saw just there, I might have easily have dropped in lava over here, and then it would have been goodbye gear, goodbye everything. That would not have been great. So just try to be very much aware of where you're walking and what's around you, because the Nether is very deadly indeed. So I'm taking a couple of magma blocks with me. They can be useful in the future too. Just need to be careful when walking around this. If you stand on it, you will burn, but if you crouch, nothing happens. So always crouch when you're walking around on magma blocks, then it won't hurt. Gonna take... I think this is going to be the spot where we create another bridge. Because this is just a warped island with warped trees and a lot of endermen. But I really want to try and explore a little bit of the Nether past this little island. So there's just one thing I can do, and that's take a bridge to the other side. Don't have enough cobblestone anymore though. So I am going to try and use the netherrack that we gathered just now. And there's a big disadvantage of using this, because like the dirt that I mentioned before, when a ghast actually blasts on this, it will be gone. So then I will need to find a way to repair the bridge. But for now it will have to do. There we are. Are we almost there? We're there. Almost there. Just a little bit left to go. Okay, and we made it. So, let's take a look around. This is gold, which is always useful. And have to be very careful now. Okay, what's this? This looks a little bit more like the Nether that I'm used to from the time that I started playing. But I do actually like the new biomes that they added in the previous update a lot. It adds so much to the Nether. Normally it would just be one huge area of red with netherrack, and it was very boring, to be honest. The only thing that you could find in there were nether fortresses, which were also very dark and brooding. But now they added a bit of color. It looks a lot nicer, absolutely. So as long as I don't attack the zombie piglins, they will not attack me too. So I will be making sure I won't anger any one of them. But I do actually want to explore a little bit. Here we go. That seems to be a bit of soul sand over there. Oh, a ghast. Always have to be careful of those, and I don't have a bow yet, so I can't take it out of the air with a bow. But I could try to actually... Ah, that was not well timed by me. Come on, there we go. Oh no, again. I missed. I need to be very precise with my timing if I want to actually hit it back to him. Wow, it's a really fast firing ghast. So, are we safe? Well, safe is a relative term in the Nether. But I should have been able to deflect the fireball that he was hitting at me. But my timing was like way off. So, gonna need to improve on that a little bit. Because this is not the way I imagined it going down. And see what kind of damage the ghasts do. They blast a lot of holes in the surface. And if you stand on such a surface, they might as well blast the ground from underneath you. And then you can fall into the lava, which we are trying to avoid at all costs. Oops. He doesn't like me either, because I don't have any gold on me. Ah, luckily he's not pursuing me. That's great. So I'm gonna take a little bit more quartz. And to be honest, I think it might be a good idea to return to this horrible place later when we are further along in the game. Because at this time I feel it's a little bit too dangerous. We do not have any enchantments on our gear yet. And I just don't feel safe walking around here. Look, things like this I can take with me easily, that's no problem. But I feel like we might be running out of luck if we stay in here for a longer period of time. So I think I'm going to gather this last bit of quartz, and after that we are going to run back into our portal, go back to the overworld, and with this quartz we are going to create something nice which will benefit us greatly. So we're almost back at the portal, and we have another ghast blasting away at us. So I think that's a great sign for us to say goodbye to the Nether right now. And we'll head back in here again when we are prepared a little bit better. I thought this was quite a risky business going around without enchantments on our gear and without diamonds. So yeah, I think this is just fine for now. I'm going to take a little bit of netherrack with me. And then this is goodbye for now, Nether. So we may not have found a Nether fortress or something like that, but we did gather a little bit of resources, so I'm not all that disappointed. So we're going to take this with us to the house and put it in our new storage system. And gonna take the equipment with me as well, as far as it fits. You know what, I'm gonna leave this over here. Okay, that's fine. And after that we're going to create our first automated farm of the world, which I'm really excited about as well. So here we go. So with the quartz that we've gathered, we can actually start to create a first automated farm in this world. And for this farm we will be needing observers. And I have just gathered a little bit more cobblestone, and I'm going to need 5 observers for this build. So that's that. And we are also going to need something else, which I have not got the resources for yet. Let me take a second and see if I have anything in the house. Turns out I was just missing a little bit of iron, which I had inside the house, so we can still continue with our build. I wanted to create 5 pistons as well. So what am I missing now? I'm missing wood. Luckily I have that on me now, since I've learned that from a couple of episodes ago. There we go. 1, 2, 3. What am I missing now? I'm missing... Am I missing anything? Cobblestone. Okay. Need a couple more cobblestone. Gonna grab that and then we can continue. So, piston number 5. Okay. So, these are actually the only things I need. 5 pistons and 5 observers are the most important part of this farm. So, I'm going to put all our valuables back inside the chest, so we will not lose that while building. Obsidian is actually quite valuable too. Redstone dust, we need a little bit of that. Don't need the iron now. Yeah, okay, that's it. So I decided I'd create a small diversion from the path running past our house to the right over here, and that I could build a farm over here. And in the future I will be adding additional farms in this area over here that look quite similar. But for now I'm going to create a sugarcane farm over here that's fully automated. So the only thing I need to do is come back every now and again and empty the chest. So then I can, well, just collect it after it has grown. So that's very easy. We're going to start building. What I actually meant to say was I'm going to start building after I've slept, because it was getting dark again. And like you know, I do not really like to work in the dark, like we did with the cow farm. I already told you that's a very bad idea, and I'm planning on not doing that again. So, first we're going to create the base of the farm over here. And for that, we are going to need a small area where to put in water, which I'm going to do right now. Luckily, we have a water source close by. There, there, and there. Now, that's great. Okay, then we are going to take a bit of sugarcane and put it over here. So, this will actually be the base of it all. I will be making this a little bit better looking in the future, but for now this will have to do. Because what we are going to need to do is create a row of pistons over here. And these pistons will be used to break the sugarcane once it has grown, like that. And on top of that, we will need to make a row of observers. The observers will actually observe that the sugarcane in front of it has grown and will fire the piston. So the observer needs to be looking. I think we need to do that the other way around. I think we need to do this. It needs to be looking in that direction. Yeah, there we go. This is the back side. So here we go. Now the observer is watching the front. And after I have added a bit of redstone on top of this, it will actually transfer its signal to the piston below it. So then it will automatically fire the piston when the sugarcane in front of it has grown in front of the observer. So this will create a fully automated farm, and it will all drop in here. But I just realized that I need to create a row of hoppers beneath this, leading into a chest. So I'm going to break it off a little bit, and hopefully I won't make any more mistakes from now on. So, that already looks a lot better. So we have a chest over here now, which is connected to 5 hoppers. And when the sugarcane is broken, it will fall down into these hoppers. But I first need to create a containment area around this, so the sugarcane will actually have only one way to go, and which is into the water. So I'm going to grab myself some building blocks, and after that, well, we're going to put down the redstone over here, and the farm will be functional. It will not look all that great yet, but I will do something about that in the coming episodes. Just to see if it works. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. That's precisely what I want. Very good. And like you may have noticed, it's not a farm that works 100% of the time, because sometimes the sugarcane actually falls on the ground next to the other sugarcane. There's nothing I can do about it now in an easy way, so this is an easy farm. It's not fully lossless, but it does work, and it will provide you with a lot of sugarcane, and we'll be needing quite a lot of it for books. So really happy to see that this works. And I'm going to build a little bit of a cage around this now, and then we can conclude that we have created our first fully automated farm in the world, which is something I'm very happy with. And this is all because of the quartz that we got from the Nether, because quartz is what you need to create observers. So this actually was only made possible because of our trip to the Nether, which I'm very happy about. So that's going to be it for this episode. I'm really happy that we've created the first automated farm in the world, and this is only possible because of the trip that we made to the Nether. I'm not all that happy with our trip to the Nether. At first I thought it was a pretty decent spawn point that we got into, but I soon realized that we needed to bridge quite a lot to get into larger parts of the Nether, because we were stuck on a small island in the middle of a huge lava pool, which is not the best place to spawn. So I hope that in the future, when we are better prepared with more enchantments and better gear, that we can actually explore a little bit more. And I think it's going to be a little bit safer then, because I just didn't feel safe at any time during our little expedition. So next trip to the Nether, we will probably be way better geared and way better prepared. So I'm looking forward to that. But for now, I'm really happy with this full automated farm that we have. It's going to produce quite a bit of sugarcane for us, which we will need for our enchanting setup, which will be created in one of the coming episodes. And yeah, I think the next episode we are going to go hunt for villages. It's in the overworld, so that's a lot safer. And we can find a lot of resources on our way, which we will need to keep progressing in the world. So that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching all the way through. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please click the like button and maybe subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you guys in the next one. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.